Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Sinister Skater. Welcome to the channel. Today we're talking all about the new Renetti handgun in Modern Warfare, which is a contender for one of the best pistols in the game. I'll say it straight out of the bat. We're going to be talking about the weapon stats, all the attachments for it, some good loadouts, and I have a lot of awesome gameplay I would like to showcase in this video. But let's get into the Renetti. If you guys don't have this unlocked, you definitely will want to unlock it. It is free for everyone at tier 15 of the battle pass, and again, it's free for everyone. Everyone can unlock it. If you guys played previous Call of Duty games, you'll probably be familiar with this weapon. It is the Beretta style handgun. It was named the B-23R in the Black Ops games, and I believe in Modern Warfare 2 it was the M93 Raffica, and in both these previous iterations it was a 3-round burst pistol. Now in Modern Warfare it is a semi-auto pistol, but you can unlock the Mark III burst barrel attachment, which will convert the Renetti to a 3-round burst pistol, and you unlock this attachment at level 46, which is the max level for this handgun. Now when it comes to damage stats, the Renetti shares the same profile as the X16, the M19, and the 1911, but it has the fastest base fire rate out of all those pistols, which gives it the fastest time to kill, hands down. Now before we go any further, I do want to say that I still think the .50 GS is going to be your best pistol in the game because it can one-shot headshot. Some people also may still prefer the .357 snake shot, but I would put this Renetti right below those or up there with them and change it out depending on my playstyle. And that's with and without the burst attachment, because this thing's base stats, even in semi-auto, is so good. The 3-round burst has an insane time to kill. You're going to be getting one-shot headshots, one burst very, very frequently. If not, you're going to be getting 2 bursts. And with a lightweight trigger, it's like almost fully auto. Like there's a little delay between the bursts, but it's really close to being fully auto, and it's very, very fun to use, and the weapon is very consistent and reliable. You're not going to be getting frustrating hit markers too many times with the Renetti. Other things this weapon has going for it: has a 15-round mag. You may have noticed in the gameplay that is the second highest mag count of the pistol. It has great handling stats and very low recoil. And it has cool styling to it that I like. When you're not using any of these stock attachments, you hold the weapon a little slanted to the side, which looks cool, and it sounds awesome. It sounds very punchy. It has a unique sound to it. You'll be able to tell when enemies are using it. Moving on to attachments, the description for this weapon says it has a lot of versatility, a lot of customization, and I totally agree with it. There's a lot of different attachments you can equip to this that make for a lot of different play styles. I think all the barrels have its use case. The Mark I competition increases aim down sight speed if you're trying to be more quick with the weapon, which I do have a loadout with that barrel. The Mark I extended barrel will boost its range and its bullet velocity and make it have a little less recoil to make it more reliable at range. Again, I have a class setup for that as well. And then the Mark III burst mod is just, of course, is going to be useful. It makes the weapon insane and is probably the way a lot of people are going to be using the weapon. There are 2 unique stock attachments for this. There's the FTAC Status CS3 and the CS6. The difference between the two is the CSX will add a grip to the weapon, which will reduce the recoil a little bit at the cost of mobility. I'll throw up a screenshot showcasing some of the weapon spray patterns when in semi-auto, and I'll label them so you can see the difference. The CSX does have a noticeable tighter spread than the CS3, and when you're not in akimbo, I would recommend using the CSX most of the times. There are a couple exceptions that you'll see when I get to my class setups, which we're going to get into in a moment. I was going to go over more attachments. I can go over those in the class setups. Don't need to waste time. The only other things I want to say about attachments is the akimbo challenge unlock is to get 3 kills in 5 games with the Mo Money perk attached, and when you put akimbo on, again, this just like doubles your damage. They're really fun to use and burst people down with. You get a lot of one-shot, one kills, but I don't think it's the best way to use the weapon. Akimbo is just not as accurate as just using the pistol on its own. Of course, akimbo is going to be useful in close quarter situations. You can just burst people down. And maybe in War, I haven't tried it in Warzone. Maybe akimbo is really, really good in Warzone. Don't get me wrong, Akimbo is very good and fun to use. I have gameplay with the Akimbo burst on somewhere in this video, probably while I'm talking about it right now, but I just, again, don't think it's the best way to use it. Let's jump into a couple class setups to use. I'll show you my favorite way to use this weapon, and that is my stock burst loadout. This has the lightweight trigger, the XRK speed grip, and the FTAC SATA CS6, which again, I believe all of these are staple attachments. XRK speed grip is just straight up bonuses, and you should be using it all the time unless you're using Akimbo. Same with the CSX stock, and the lightweight trigger you should just use every single time. This has the Mark III burst mod barrel to make it a 3-round burst, and I like to use the Solo Zero Optics mini reflex as an optic. And this thing gets a lot of 1 burst 1 kills. You can use this thing as a primary, and it's very reliable at close range and long range engagement, which is why I opted for a mini reflex, because that helps me be pinpoint accurate when I'm aiming this across the map, which you can totally do. You've probably seen it in some gameplay in this video. This is the only class I have the mini reflex on. The iron sights, which I don't think I mentioned before, they're clean and easy to use, and I do prefer using the iron sights, but this is the one loadout that I like to use the mini reflex, because I like to use this at range and make sure it's kitted for any situation I get thrown into. Another class, or a similar class I have, I just swap out the optics for like a monolithic suppressor just to help out with the range. If you want to do that, you can do that yourself. The second class, which a lot of people will probably want to use, is my Akimbo burst class. This uses the Akimbo and the burst barrel, of course, as well as the lightweight trigger, again, used on every single class. This also has the 5 milliwatt laser to help with your hip fire and sprint to fire speeds, as well as a 27 round mag, which if you guys are using mag attachments, 27 round mag is the way to go, because there's really no penalty for using mag attachments, and there's not much difference between the 21 and the 27 round mag. And with this class, you run around and you spray people down with it. Pretty straightforward. You've seen it previously in the gameplay. Another class I have is my semi-auto range pistol. This has the Mark I extended barrel on it with the lightweight trigger, 27 round mag, the XRK speed grip, and the CSX stock. This thing has like no recoil and is very reliable to pull out in any situation. Its use case is very similar to the burst pistol, and the burst pistol is probably just a better loadout overall. This thing is a little bit more reliable at range, and you don't have to account for the burst recoil. You just point and spray, and you have a lot of ammo to spray with it with a 27 round mag. And then my last class here is the Quickdraw class, which uses the Mark I competition barrel for that quick ADS, as well as the lightweight trigger, 27 round mag, XRK speed grip, and sleight of hand. This loadout is all about speed. It's like your classic whip out your pistol and finish someone off, as well as just whipping your pistol out to do a lot of damage with it. You're going to have the 27 round mag, so you'll have a lot of ammo to work with. It's almost like an assault rifle size mag to spray people down with, and sleight of hand to reload quickly, and will pair very well with slower reloading weapons like LMGs or snipers, where you can get caught in a sticky situation like close quarters sniping, where your primary isn't very optimal to use, but you can whip this thing out and just go to town with it and use it like a primary for a very long time, because you'll have a lot of ammo and sleight of hand to reload that ammo and use it even more. You've seen gameplay with all 4 of these classes in the video, so yeah, that's my little Renetti review, class setup tip, whatever the hell you want to call it, my ultimate weapon guide, I guess we'll call it. I don't know, we'll see when I edit this. But yeah, Renetti is a really, really good pistol, top in the game, up there with the .50 GS and the .357 Snake Shot. It's viable in semi-auto, burst, dual wield. It's definitely one of the best weapons that have been added into the game thus far. So let me know what you guys think about it down below in the comments. If you have any other class setups that you've been rocking and think are good, feel free to share them down below too. But like the video if you guys enjoyed or learned something new, and consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you get notified when all my videos go live. Links down below in the description if you'd like to help support my channel. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. My name is Sinister Skater, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.